Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to read a new story named The Shepherd's Treasure, taken up from your supplementary test book, A Pact with the Sun, Class 6th, English. In this story, we are going to see that there was a poor shepherd lived in Iran. He was uneducated, but though he was very wise and helpful. So let's go through the story and came to know about his wiseness. See, as the name itself shows, the shepherd's treasure, an Iranian folk tale. Children, do you know the term means treasure? A collection of very valuable objects, for example, gold, silver, jewelry, etc. And shepherds means one who is taking care of the sheep. Here, this story throws light upon the importance of human values like honesty, wisdom, and humanity. Through this story, we come to know about how by following such high values and principles, a shepherd become a governor. Dear children, wisdom means the ability to make sensible decisions and judgments because of your knowledge or experience. He used to explore his uh, his knowledge and experience. That's why he become a governor. We have to see the summary of this story first. A poor shepherd once lived in a village in Iran. He was uneducated but very wise and helpful. He became very popular because of his helping nature and words of wisdom. His popularity reached the king, and the king decided to meet him in disguise. So during his meeting, the king found that the shepherd was really wise, warm, and caring. Impressed by his humanity, the king made him governor of a small district. What he did? He used to make him a governor of a small district. Soon, the shepherd won people's hearts with his wisdom. Because of his helping nature, he used to won people's heart. So, at the time, governors of other districts started feeling jealous of him and spread rumors about him. What the others governors did? They used to started what? Jealous of him and spread rumors about him. They reported that he used to keep a part of the tax collected into an iron chest. So they started rumoring about the shepherd. Bothered by the varied comments, one day the king called the shepherd to his palace and asked him to open his iron chest. The shepherd always used to carry a chest box with him. So the people thought that he used to collect the money from the tax. So that rumors just reached up to the king's palace. So once he thought of that, he has to ask the shepherd. So the king itself asked him to the shepherd that he has to open his iron chest. What he always used to carried with him. So after opening the chest, they found nothing but an old blanket. What they found? They found nothing but an old blanket. The shepherd told the king that it was his only money. The shepherd told the king that it was his only money and best companion. Realizing the shepherd's wisdom, kindness, and humanity, the king appointed him the governor of a bigger district. What the king did with him? Realizing the shepherd's wisdom, kindness, and humanity, the king appointed him the governor of a bigger district. And earlier, what he was? He was a governor of a small district. Then after, the king used to make him a governor of a bigger district. So, this is your story. Let's move on in detail description of the story step by step. Children, you used to keep your test books with you. I am going to read one by one and give you the explanation of the story. So here in a very previous page, page number 7, we are going to see. I am going to read and then explain you. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage of his own. He had never been to school or learnt to read and write, for there were very few schools in those days. So here it means a poor shepherd lived in Iran. He was so poor that he didn't even have a small house. Because of less number of schools during those days, he could never attend a school to read and write. So at the time, the school was in number of very less. So those days he was unable to or never attend a school to read and write because of his poorness too. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. He understood people's sorrows and troubles and helped them face their problems with courage and common sense. Many people came to him for advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. Here we can see, in spite of his poverty and literacy, this shepherd was very wise. He was able to understand people's pain and often helped them to solve their issues with courage and wisdom. So, the people used to visit him to find suggestions and solutions. Because of this ability, he became very popular. His popularity reached the king as well as he thought of meeting him. Due to his nature, due to his helping nature, he used to understand people's pain and sorrows and he used to help them. He used to solve their issues with courage and wisdom. So people used to visit him for finding out the suggestions and the solutions of their problem. And due to all of his abilities, he became very popular soon. So his popularity reached the king as well. And then due to his popularity, he reached the king. So he thought of that too, meeting with him. Here we see, disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule, one day the king came to the cave. The king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards the cave, he rose to welcome him. He took the tired traveler inside the cave and gave him water to drink and a share of his own meager meal. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. Here we are just seeing, children, you are going to see that I have put a few of the difficult words as well as meanings. Here we can see shepherd. It means person who takes care of the sheep. Cottage, a small house. Few of the pictures related to these words we are going to see in the next slide. So disguised means an appearance that hides the actual form. Sometimes we dressed up according to the situation or as per the demand of the requirement. It means disguised when we change our actual form. So mule, an offspring of a male ass and a female horse. Meagre means inadequate or quite less in amount. Sorry, D is there. S, L-E-S-S, S in less in amount. Then hospitality means act of being friendly and warm reception. When we welcome any one of them, that is called as our hospitality. Suppose sometimes the guests are guest maybe using to visit to your house. At the time we just shown or showing our hospitality. That is known as act of being friendly or warm reception. Here just you are observing the pictures. First picture is shepherd's picture. The next one is also showing here. He used to taking care of the sheep. Then next cottage. Then mule. Still we discussed about. So let's move to the explanation section again. Here we can see from up to disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule. One day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards the cave, he rose to welcome him. He took the tired travelers inside the cave, gave him water to drink and a share of his own meager meal. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. Here it means that he used to dressed. He means who? King. Dressed as a shepherd and hiding its true identity. The king reached the shepherd's cave on a mule. When he got to know about the popularity of this shepherd, the king used to meet him. So he itself dressed like a shepherd and he used to meet him. So he just used to hide his true identity. The king reached the shepherd's cave on a mule. The moment the shepherd noticed him coming to his cave, he got up to greet him. He brought the traveler inside his cave and gave him water and food. He used to welcome him. So the king that rest and stayed with him for the night in the cave. The king was impressed by his friendly, warm reception and words of wisdom. So, by observing the hospitality of this shepherd, he used to impress. The king was impressed by his friendly, warm reception and words of wisdom. Then after, the shepherd was able to make out that his visitor was none other than the king. The king made the wise shepherd governor of a small district. Other governors became jealous of the new governor and called him dishonest. Children, you have to see in page number 8. I am going to read and explain. Though still tired, the king decided to depart the next morning. He said, "Many thanks of your kindness to a poor traveler. I have a long way to go. Permit me to leave." Looking straight into the eyes of his guest, the shepherd replied, "Thank you, Your Majesty, for paying me the compliment of a visit." So here as a word comes compliment. It means an expression of appreciation. An expression of appreciation. And in the last section, I explained few of the words came like disgust, an appearance that hides the actual form. Mule, already I discussed, an offspring of a male ass and a female horse. Meagre means inadequate, quite less in amount. And hospitality, act of being friendly and warm, reception. So in this section of the story, we are getting a new word, that is compliment, means an expression of appreciation. So here I am going to explain that though the king was still feeling tired, yet he decided to leave from the place. So the very next morning, he expressed his gratitude to the poor shepherd for his warm and kind welcome, and he sought his permission to leave the place. The shepherd addressed the king as Your Majesty, and looking straight into his eyes and expressed his gratitude. The king itself, children, the king itself tried to hide his identity while meeting with this shepherd. But the shepherd identified the king. And what he used to? When king seeked his permission to leave the place, the shepherd addressed the king as Your Majesty, and looking straight into his eyes, expressed his gratitude. He was very thankful of king that he used to visit his cave. So here let's move to the other section. The king was astonished as well as pleased. He is needed very wise. He thought to himself, I need people like him to work for me. And the king appointed his humble shepherd as governor of a small district. Although he rose to power and dignity, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. People loved and honored him for his wisdom, sympathy, and goodness. He was kind and just to one and all. His fame as a fair and wise governor soon spread throughout the country. While observing the hospitality of the shepherd, the king used to make him a governor of a small district. Here we have to see few of the new words. That astonished means wondered, surprised. Pleased means happy. Humble means not proud but modest. So here I am going to explain you. The king was wondering and was full of joy to hear his words. He thought that the shepherd was actually very wise. The people like him were the need of the king. He must work for the king, and the king made him the governor of a small district. In spite of all the power and dignity, the shepherd remained humble and modest. People liked him and were full of appreciation for his wisdom and kindness. His behavior was just to everyone. He became popular as a good and wise governor. Because of his nature, he get soon very popular one. So the king itself thought that he has to work for him. So in spite of all the power and dignity, this shepherd remained humble and modest. He didn't change himself, or he didn't used to change his behavior for the other ones. He always used to be kind and helpful. Here we can see now the governments of other provinces grew terribly jealous of him and began to talk to the king against him. They said He is very dishonest and keeps for himself part of the money that he collects as a tax from the people. Why did he always carry with him? They added, an iron chest. Perhaps he carried in it the treasure that he had secretly collected after they said mockingly, he was an ordinary shepherd and could behave no better. Here we are getting a few of the new words like provinces means states and mockingly means making fun of. So here I am going to explain that the governors of the other states developed jealousy for him because he became governor at the time. So they used to start jealous for him. They started speaking against him to the king. They started calling him dishonest and blamed him for keeping part of the tax money with him. They even posed questions over his iron chest. They said that it had all the treasures he had collected secretly. They made fun of him, calling him a common shepherd who was expected to behave in such a dishonest manner. So at the time, they used to make him fun. They used to make him jealous. They used to speak up against him to the king. They started calling him dishonest and blamed him for keeping part of the tax money with him. So though they even posed questions over him of iron chest. They said that it had all the treasures he had collected secretly. So they made fun of him, calling him a common shepherd who was expected to behave in such a dishonest manner. So let's move to the page number 9. Here the new governor was called to the palace. Due to his spreadness, he used to be called to the palace. He was ordered to explain why he always carried an iron chest. The chest contained no gold or silver. So still we have to see that at first the king did not pay attention to these reports. But how long could he ignore these governors and their endless stories about the shepherd? One thing was certain, the king discovered. The new governor did carry an iron chest with him all the time. Here we can see the new word, that is discovered, means found. So initially the king paid no attention to such words, but gradually he had to. He did not believe that the governor carried an iron chest with him. Here we are seeing a picture of iron chest called a treasure. So he thought that he must inquire about the reason for carrying an iron chest with him all the time. Still the king was not believing about the words that the people used to be call him. Like he used to carry the extra amount of the tax money in that iron chest. But at the time he has to pay the attention towards such words. So he used to call him to meet him and ask him about an iron chest. So one day the new governor was summoned to the palace. He came riding on his camel, and to everyone's delight, the famous iron chest was there fastened securely behind him on the camel's back. Here we get a new word. This is summoned, means called. Delight means joy. Fastened means fixed or tied. So in this section we have to see that thus the king called the new governor to the palace. He came on his camel. Everyone was feeling joy as most talked about iron chest was tied behind him on the camel's back. So the people were observing the shepherd, and they used to make them feel happy, as he used to keep or tied his iron chest behind him on the camel's back. Now the king was angry. He thundered. Now the king was angry. He thundered, "Why do you come? Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? What does it contain?" Means the governor, seeing this, the king shouted in anger and asked him the reason for carrying the iron chest with him. So here the governor smiled. He asked his servant to bring in the chest. How eagerly the people standing around waited for the shepherd to be found out. But how great was their astonishment, and even of the king himself, when the chest was opened. No gold or silver or jewels, but an old blanket was all that came out. Holding it up proudly, the shepherd said, "This, my dear master, is my only treasure. I always carry it with me." So here I am going to explain you that the governor smiled and asked his attendant to bring that chest. All the people were very curious to see and find what it had inside. But when it was opened, they found no precious gold or silver, but an old blanket. The shepherd took it in his hands with pride and explained to the king that it was his treasure. So, when they used to ask about the hidden treasure, they thought of that. In earlier sections we have seen that they thought of that he has just collected the extra money or the tax money, and just he used to keep in that iron chest box. But while opening that, what they used to see that the people were very curious to see and find what it had inside. But when it was opened, they found no precious gold or silver, but an old blanket. The shepherd took it in his hands with pride and explained to the king that it was his treasure. So here we have to see that but why do you carry such an ordinary blanket with you? Surely you are the governor of a district, the king asked. To which the shepherd replied with quiet dignity, after seeing this, that he just kept his old blanket in that tin box or the iron chest. They used to ask that why you used to keep this ordinary blanket with you. So the king asked, to which the shepherd replied with quiet dignity, "This blanket is my oldest friend, and it will still protect me if at any time your majesty should wish to take away my new cloaks." So here we are getting new words like ordinary means common, cloaks a kind of clothing. But the king was curious. To know the reason for carrying such an old blanket, to which the shepherd replied in a very dignified and respectful manner that blanket was his oldest friend. In times of need, it would protect him. If the king wished, he could take him new clothing, but that blanket was very dear to him. He told him that this was his oldest friend, so he used to keep with him always and always. He used to call him the best companion, as the king offered or wished that he could take his new clothing, but that blanket was very dear to him. Here we have to see that how pleased the king was and how embarrassed the jealous governors became to hear the wise man's reply. Now they knew that the shepherd was indeed the humblest and the wisest man in the land. The king made him the governor of a much bigger district that very day. In this section, we have to see that again we are getting new word. This is embarrassed, means feeling of shame and awkwardness. Awkwardness means embarrassed, feeling of shame. Indeed, it means in reality. Indeed means in reality. So in this section, what the narrator wants to convey with us, that the king felt very happy to hear his words. The governors were ashamed. Now it was clear to everyone that the shepherd was the humblest and the wisest man there. Feeling proud of him, the king gave him a bigger district to look after at that very time. So he used to show his kindness about the people. He used to keep his treasure always with him as the best and oldest companion, in the name of old blanket. So that was your story, children. Hope you get understand the concept. Is so clear. So what we get the lesson from this, we always be helpful for the other words. We always be very careful, very caring about the people. We should always be humble. We should always be honest. We should always be caring. We should always be kind. Textual exercise we will continue in Google Meet. Thank you children for watching. Thank you.